Good morning, everyone. This is Scott W2BLT, and this is the Morning Brew for the 7th of July. This is net number 1001. I'll be your host for the first hour, and then we'll turn it over to KE0GKF, Jeff, out in Omaha, and he'll take you to the second hour. We got Vicky on the log this morning, KE8VKY up in Michigan, and hope everybody had a great weekend. The question of the day is, did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Or did you just kind of sit at home? Did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Let me acknowledge the text check-ins we have already. We had KC2NJV Wayne, K4GDS Gil, VA3GLJ Greg, N3QDQ Ray, KI6KQO Zachary, KE2EIO Michael, and KM4WZD Joe. Who do we have that's mobile this morning? And only mobiles, please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November, mobile.
Kilo
November
4,
5,
Kilo
Charlie
Zulu,
Hotel Bravo.
KK4,
November 5, Charlie Hotel Bravo. W8 NJT, Whiskey 8, November Juliet Tango.
Whiskey 8, Sierra Tango Juliet.
Mobile this morning.
Alrighty, we'll hold it up there for a moment. We recognize W8STJ Steve, W8NJT Nick, N5CHB Chuck, KK4KZZ Mark, and at the top of this list, KZ4JN Anders. Good morning, Anders, and did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend?
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Thanks, everyone, for running the net. 1001, that's pretty good. I did not leave the house because I have one puppy and one older dog that are deathly scared of fireworks. The second puppy wouldn't care anything. It can be loud. She's okay. All right, I'll send it back to you. Hope everyone has a great Monday. Kilo Zulu 4, Juliet November, back to net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Anders. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go to KK4KZZ Mark in Satsuma, Florida. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Good morning to everybody on the net. No, I did not leave the house for fireworks. As much as I like watching them, I really don't like fighting the traffic. So, we stayed home. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'll send it back to net. KK4KZZ.
Alrighty, thanks, Mark. Yeah, and I did fight the traffic, but it was worth it. N5 is CHB, Chuck out in Sugar Land, Texas. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, happy Monday, Brew Crew. Yeah, the wife and I did. We went and parked in a parking lot and for the fireworks that night, so always worth it. Have a great week, everyone. N5, CHB.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us, Chuck, and believe me, all our thoughts and prayers are with you folks out there in Texas, especially West Texas with all the floods there. Hope things turn out a little better than they look right now. W8NJT, Nick in Toledo, Ohio. Good morning, Nick.
Morning, everyone. I'm in that. I did drive around a little bit, check out a few different spots with the wife and kids, but we didn't really go to any structured shows. W8NJT, back in net control.
Alrighty, thanks, Nick. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great day. W8STJ, Steve in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody here on the Morning Brew. As we get back in the swing of things here on Monday. Answer for me is no. Did not leave the house to watch fireworks. I already saw our city, our beautiful city fireworks show about a week and a half prior to the 4th of July. But hope everybody has a great day today and safe week as well. W8STJ.
Alrighty, thank you, Steve. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great day. We got one more, we have one more text check-in. It was KB3EYR, Greg down in Quarryville. Let's go to the top of this list. KC2NJV, Wayne in Belmore, New York. Good morning, Wayne, and did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend?
Rest the Brew Crew, KC2NJV here. I haven't seen fireworks in an aggregate of 28 years. First dog was afraid of them. The current dog was afraid of them, and we're babysitting a puppy who wasn't too thrilled. So I guess the answer would have to be no. Have a great day.
Yeah, when I had a dog, there wasn't very many years when I went out and watched fireworks. Somebody had to stay home with him, but no dog now, so yeah, we'll go out. Have a great day, Wayne. Appreciate you joining us as always. K4 is GDS, Gil in Orlando, Florida. Good morning, Gil. I guess Gil was in and out this morning. Let's go to VA3 GLJ, Greg in Cartier, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Morning, Scott, and good morning to the Brew Crew. Currently 54 degrees Fahrenheit or 12 degrees Celsius. Overcast up here in Cartier. Being Canadian, we didn't celebrate it this past weekend. It was the weekend before. Living on a lake, the fireworks were right at our doorstep. Pretty much, you can just look out over the lake and see the northern lights. Everybody have a great Monday. VA3GLJ, back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Greg. Appreciate you joining us, and have a great day. N3DQD, Ray in Beaver, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew in there this morning. No, I did not go out for fireworks, although there were some close by that were official fireworks, not neighborhood fireworks, so I could hear them quite well. Back to net. This is N3DQD.
Alrighty, thanks, Ray. Have a great day. Appreciate you joining us. KI6KQO, Zachary in Kissimmee, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the Brew Crew. I did not leave the house for the 4th of July, but the neighborhood display is actually quite impressive. So we certainly enjoyed ourselves. Hope everyone else did too. 7-3, KI6KQO, back to net.
All right, have a good day, Zachary. Thanks for joining us. KE2EIO, Michael in Elman, New York. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning, everybody. No, we didn't go anywhere because there's enough going on in the neighborhood. KE2EIO 73s, everybody, and back to net. Thank you.
Alrighty, Michael, thanks for stopping by this morning. This is W2PLT. Next up, KM4WZD, Joe in Claremont. Good morning, Joe. Did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend?
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky. Good morning to the crew. We did not. It was pouring down rain, and it just kind of seemed like a bad idea. Did notice, though, somebody else mentioned the puppy dogs, and I did notice that Abby, the adventure dog, was a whole lot better this year with the fireworks from the neighborhood. So, hey, big improvement there. But no, we stayed home. It seemed like the best plan. Everybody take care. 7-3s. Talk soon. KM4WZD. Back to net.
Hey, thanks for joining us, Joe. We appreciate it. I'd like to go back up and see if Gil's back in there. K4GDS, are you with me, Gil?
Scott, this is Gil. Thanks for coming back to me. Appreciate that. It's amazing how many people on here's answers based on their dogs, and I'll be one more. The two new puppies had no idea how they'd react, so we stayed home with them. K4GDS, back to net.
Alrighty, you have a good day, Gil. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. I figured you'd be in there, so I figured I'd go back up. KV3EYR, Greg in Quarryville, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky, and everyone on the Brew crew this morning. This is KV3EYR, and the answer to the question is negative. Did not leave the house to watch fireworks. Have a great day. Back to net control.
Well, have a good day, Greg. Appreciate you joining us. And last on this, well, no, not last on this list, but next on this list, W4PTZ, Brian in Valdosta, Georgia. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Scott, and everybody on the crew. Beautiful morning in Valdosta. No, I went as far as the front porch to watch my fireworks this year. I guess fortunate enough to have neighbors that like to spend lots of money on fireworks, and from what I can tell, clean up a mess afterwards. So I am very thankful for it. It was an awesome show. And on a side note, today is my grandson Ezra's 8th birthday, so happy birthday, Ezra. W4 PTZ, back to you.
Alrighty, Brian, thanks for joining us. You said it was a beautiful morning. It's 7:13 here in Buffalo, and it's 80 degrees at the house. That's just not right yet. Have a good day. Next up, AA5, JW, James in Spring. Good morning, James.
Well, good morning, Brew crew. This is Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile, James in Spring, mobiling to Houston for work today. It's going to be a hard day in Houston, I think. There's a lot of people in our area hurting, a lot of people from our area that were lost in the floods over the weekend, and my thoughts or prayers are with everybody. To the question at hand, yeah, we went out of the house for fireworks. We went and visited my in-laws, who live maybe about 30 minutes away, and their neighborhood every year does a big fireworks display at the on the driving range at the country club there in the neighborhood. And we went and watched that, and it was lovely. It was like a 45-minute fireworks show. It took a very long time, and it was really awesome. With that, I'll say 7-3, Hannah.
And everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Alpha Alpha 5 Juliet Whiskey Mobile. We'll be monitoring.
All right, James, thanks for joining us, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let me acknowledge a couple text check-ins here, and then we'll take some regular check-ins. We had W2RBC Randy, KD3AJN Anna, and K4PJM Perry. Who else looking to join us this morning on the Morning Brew? Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
This is Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Kilo Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, Chris.
Whiskey Bravo 2,
Kilo Charlie 5, Charlie Zulu X-Ray, KC5CZX.
Kilo 4
Whiskey.
Delta, K4HD.
KC3LAV, Kilo Charlie 3 Lima Alpha Victor.
This morning.
WBUKTV, Whiskey Bravo 2, Kilo Tango Victor.
Yankee Bravo Sierra, Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie, WD8 PIC. Victor Alpha 2, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot, Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. Echo 3 Tango Golf November, Victor Echo 3 Tango Golf November, Tim Windsor Ontario, Canada.
Alrighty, let's hold her right up there for a moment. I believe we got all good call signs. We had VE3 TGN Tim. I believe we had WB2 ERX Rich, VA3 CRF Bern, N0 CKV marked via the text. We had VA3 YBS Bill, KC3 LAV Mike, WD8 PIC Bob, K4HD Kevin, KC5 CZX Daryl, WB2 KTB Steve, and KB8 PLV Chris. And we also had K4PJM, KD3AJN, and W2RBC. Was there anyone we missed in there? We had W8WHK Bill via the text. If we miss anybody, please come twice.
KQ4, ORK, Kilo, Quebec 4, Oscar Romeo, Kilo, Mobile.
N2Y, November 2, Lima, Whiskey, Yankee, Dale.
Romeo Oscar November, travel for Romeo Oscar November, in and out this morning.
Alrighty, we're going to hold it up there for just a moment. Recognizing WB4RON, Ron in Niagara Falls was in and out. Sounds like you got a different radio there, Ron. Sounding good this morning. Have a great day. We had N2LWY, Dale in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, new to the system. We had KQ4ORK, Barry and Apopka in the mobile. And I acknowledge the rest. I got one mobile in there. Well, I got two mobiles. Let's go to Barry and Apopka, KQ4ORK. Question of the day is, did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? And good morning, Barry.
Good morning and a happy Monday to everybody on the crew. I did not leave the house, however, I did walk in the driveway and watch some of the neighborhood fireworks. A lot of money up in smoke there. Hope everybody has a great week. Back to Net Control, 73 KQ4, ORK in the mobile.
Well, thank you, Barry, for joining us. You have yourself a great day. And our other mobile, let's go north to the border to VA3 CRF, Vern, up in Waterdown, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Vern, and did you happen to go watch fireworks this weekend anywhere?
Morning, Scott and Vicky and everybody on the net. Thanks for picking me up. As you mentioned, stinking hot already. It's 80 degrees up here, too. In terms of the weekend, no fireworks on the weekend for us, but on Canada Day, on Tuesday, I did leave the house to see fireworks here in town, and they were great. I'm actually walking through the park where they had the fireworks. Hope everyone has a nice day and a great upcoming week. Thanks for doing it, Scott. VA3 CRF.
Thank you, Vern, and I think that qualifies as a yes. I didn't go out on the 4th, but I went out on the 3rd. It was nice. Appreciate you joining us, and you have a great day, and try to stay cool. Looks like it's going to be another warm one. All right, folks, this is W2BD, 20 past the hour. Let's go to the top of this list. The W2RBC, one of our team members here at the East Coast Reflector. Good morning, Randy.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everyone on the Morning Brew. No, I didn't leave the house for the fireworks. There are several people in my neighborhood that have really impressive variable displays. Back to Net Control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Alrighty, thank you, Randy, and you're right, boy, the people in this neighborhood here, they like to have a poppin' time on the 4th. KD3AJN, Anna, down in Beaver, Pennsylvania, good morning.
Transmitting. Good morning, Brew Crew. No, I did not go anywhere. Just stayed at the house. Everybody have a great day. KDHAN.
Alrighty, got you down for a no. Thanks for joining us, Anna, and have a good day. K4, PJM, Perry in Leesburg, Florida. Good morning. K4, PJM, via the text line. Perry, are you with me this morning? Moving right along. Let's go to Chris in Novi, Michigan. KB8, PLV. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. Hope that everyone's having a great Monday. Thank you for giving us a great start to the week with the net. You put me down for yes. We drove to our campground and saw a wonderful fireworks display over the lake. Everyone have a good week. Back to net. KD8 PLV.
Well, thanks for joining us, Chris, and you have a great day. KB2, WB2, KTV, Steve in New York, New York. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Scott and the crew. Been a while. No, I did not leave the house. Watched them on the telly, as I have for the past 40-odd years. Did have the opportunity to do that in my younger days, and I went over to see the Macy's display over on the FDR Drive. Wonderful, noisy, bright time. But now I'm relegated to watching it behind the little screen. However, I will be going to a fireworks display on Friday, going to see a Cyclones game That's the Mets farm team for you Yankee fans out there. And afterwards, on Friday nights, they have fireworks right there in the place. I don't know what they call it this week. It used to be MCU Park. I don't know what it is these days. But looking forward to that. Nighttime fireworks over the parachute jump on Coney Island. That'll be great. Otherwise, not much happening. Been a quiet summer so far. Like to keep it that way. Back to that for WV2K-TV.
Hey, thank you, Steve. And yeah, we have the Toronto farm team here in Buffalo, the AAA team. And on Fridays, they have what they call the Friday Night Bash. And they usually have fireworks. They're pretty good. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us. It has been a while. Let's go to KC5CZX. Daryl out in Lubbock, Texas. Good morning, Daryl.
Well, good morning, Scott, and the rest of the morning brew. KC5CZX. No, we didn't have to go anywhere. I live out here in the county, and this is where everybody was popping their fireworks. So, like many others, I saw tens of thousands of dollars of somebody else's fireworks go up. Back to net.
Alrighty, thank you, Daryl. Appreciate you joining us, and have a good day. K4HD, Kevin in Canyon Country, California. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Scott, and everyone on the Brew crew. Happy Monday. Yeah, we did go out to see the fireworks from the top of a summit. We got to look out over the San Fernando Valley and the LA Basin. Got to see so many fireworks we're seeing from up there. Have a great week. 73 all the way around. K4HD, back to net.
Thank you for joining us so early this morning, Kevin. You have a good day. Next up, WD8PIC, Bob in Sylvania, Ohio. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. I did not go anywhere. Last year I did, but not this year. As it turns out, I didn't have to. There was lots of impressive displays in the neighborhood, and they had a good display in the city, not that far from me. So between all the surrounding neighborhoods that really spent their money, and then the other city display that's good every year, I got an earful, and I got the same thing on Saturday as well, Friday and Saturday both. So it was very wonderful. Everybody have a great rest of the day. We're starting off about 75 degrees, and there might be a small chance of rain today, but it's cloudy. So anyway, that's what we're sending out to the east. Everyone have a great rest of the day, and have a blessed day in the Lord. WD8PIC, back to net.
Well, thank you, Bob. You have yourself a great day as well. This is W2BLT, and I'm filling in for Bill this morning. Bill's on assignment, and he'll be back here later in the week. Let's go to KC3LAV, Mike in Lidditz, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Mike.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone on the crew. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor, Mike in Warwick Township, Lancaster County, PA. I want to send a special thanks and good morning out there to Rick in Quarryville. Good to hear you in there. And hopefully Ray's over there in Elizabethtown too. In addition to that, we did not go anywhere for fireworks. Me and the dog, we were sleeping before sundown. KC3LAV back to net, we'll catch you.
Before sundown. Well, that's early. Have a great day, Mike. Appreciate you joining us as always. Let's go up north of the border here to VA3YBS. Bill up in Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Bill. And did you go out to watch fireworks even on your holiday?
Good morning, Scott and Vicki and everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. No, we did not go out, but we did hear them from our house. There was lots of them going on in the neighborhood right from Canada Day on the 1st, right through the weekend, the long weekend here. Anyway, back to you, VA3YBS.
Yeah, that was a real long weekend for you, Bill. Have a good day, and thanks for stopping by. Let's go to N0 CKV, Mark in Plymouth, Minnesota. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicki, and the rest of the group. I want to congratulate Vicki on her being named the ECR Amateur of the Year. Fantastic award, a lot of accomplishments. And to answer the question, no, we did not go out to watch fireworks. In 0 CKV, Bastonet.
Alrighty, thank you, Mark. Appreciate you joining us, and I can see when you said that, Dickie did crack a little smile in the Zoom room here. Have a good day. Next up, WB2ERX, Rich in Ridge, New York. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Scott and Vicki, and congratulations, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. No, we didn't go out. We sat on the porch in the rocking chair and watched the neighbors do all they could to get things into the air and made sure none of them landed on our roof. Yeah, that's what we do most of the time. All right. Very good. Back to net. WB2ER should be clear.
Hey, thanks for joining us this morning, Rich. Next up, VE3TGN, Tim in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Good morning, Tim.
Scott, Vicki, everybody on the Brew there. Well, I came the other day. I watched them from my living room. I'm about 10 stories up, and I watched it on the Channel 4 local there from Detroit. So I watched it both on the TV and through my windows there in my apartment there. Scott, other than that, it's 73 as well. And just nice copy on it, everybody, this morning there. V3TGN, and I really enjoyed watching it on the TV and seeing it from my living room. Back to you.
Well, whether you left the house or not, Tim, I'm glad you enjoyed them, and I did watch a few part of the Macy's there from New York the other night, but you have yourself a good day. W8 WHK, Bill in North Fort Myers, Florida. Good morning.
Good morning. 76 degrees here, and the sun is shining. It's beautiful. We did not leave the house for fireworks. Stayed home. Of course, it rained all day, on and off. That kind of puts the kibosh on fireworks. We did go to our rec center around noon for lunch. They had a nice picnic. It was great. A lot of folks there, but it was indoors, so that kind of was a good thing because of the rain. Okay, back to you. Everybody have a great day. This is W8WHK 73 and back to net control.
Thanks, Bill, and you get the award for the word of the day, kibosh. That's a good one. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Next up, N2LWY, Dale in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome to the Morning Brew.
Good morning, Scott, and good morning, Brew. Yeah, Elizabeth City is my home state. However, I am from New York, a place called Cape Vincent, New York. Lake Ontario and St. Lawrence meet. Like, leaving the cottage here to watch fireworks, just down from me here at the bay. I was watching the fireworks that the locals were doing. We have a big fireworks display coming up this coming Saturday. Cape Vincent is celebrating their French festival, and we'll be having a display out over the river, so that'll be fun. It is every year, but that's it. It is warm here this morning. It is 75 and kind of muggy. Little uncomfortable, but we'll survive. It's cooler here in New York than in North Carolina. It's one of the reasons I'm up here. I come up every summer for, a couple months. With that, I'll turn it back over to you. Everybody have a great day. Back to net control from N2LWY.
Well, thanks for joining us, Dale, and don't be a stranger. We're here every Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m., except for holidays. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go to KD2Y. Let me acknowledge some more text check-ins here, and then we'll take them. We got KD2YUY, KE2EDS, Mark, WP8BHN. We had K8BACL, M7LTLB, Dave, K8BYU, Roy, N8ZFH, Gary, KE8SMN, Jeff, KFI-PMI, Bill, KE9DPF, Grayson, and N2BH, Bill, and K2TKD, Garrett. Let's go up to Charles in Syracuse. Question of the day, Charles, did you leave the house this weekend to watch fireworks? And good morning.
Good morning too, sir. No, I did not leave the house to see fireworks. Didn't have to. Plenty going around amateur hour stuff. We stayed home to keep the dogs calm. It was a long weekend for that. 73L back to net control, KD2YUY.
All right, Charles, thanks for joining us, and you have yourself a great day. Next up, one of the hosts on the open mic night here on the East Coast Reflector, KE2EDS, Mark in Elma, New York. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicki, and the rest of the crew. As far as the question, yes, we did. On Thursday, though, before the 4th of July. Have a great afternoon or a great morning, KE2EDS.
Thank you, Mark. Have a good day, and appreciate all you do here for the Reflector. WD8BHN, WB8BHN, 7 in West Dundee, Illinois. Good morning. WB8BHN, are you still with me? If that's you trying to come into the Detroit repeater, got no audio at all. I'll come back to you shortly here. Maybe you can get it straightened around. K8BAC, one of our hosts here on the Morning Brew, Al up in Britain, Michigan. Morning, Al.
Good morning, Scott, Dickie, everybody on the Brew crew. Happy Monday. Didn't have to go anywhere. Sat out on the patio and watched the fireworks all over the area. There's a town not too far from here. They had some pretty decent ones, but the neighbors, tell you what, some of the stuff the neighbors buy rivals anything you can go watch. So it was a good show all around, and the best part, it abruptly ended at 11 o'clock. Everybody must have had kids, so it was nice. We all went to bed. Life was good. Have a great day. Back to you, Scott, KBAC.
Alrighty, thank you, Al. I don't know if you got time, but if you could pop into the Zoom room at some point this morning, we'd appreciate it. Have a good day. M7 at TLB, Dave in Conisbro, England. Good morning. Well, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody on the Brew crew. The answer to the question is no, for reasonably obvious reasons. The elephant in the room being, of course, the reason that the 4th of July is celebrated is because of the separation from this here Great Britain. In the UK, we tend to only celebrate fireworks, well, New Year's, obviously, and the Guy Fawkes night, or Bonfire night, which was I think the colonial settlements prior to 1776 in the US, well, sorry, in North America, I should say, observed that one as well. I think they called it Pope Day. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. 7-3, back to net control. Mike 7 Tango Lima Bravo.
Alrighty, thank you, Dave. Appreciate you joining us, and have a good day. Let's go back up and see if we get WB8BHN 7 in West Dundee, Illinois. Are you there? Nothing heard. Let's go on to KA8BYU, Roy in Blaisdell, New York. Good morning, Roy.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew. KA8BYU. No, I didn't go anywhere to watch fireworks. I hear and see plenty from here, but spend most of the time with one of the two cats curled up in my lap because she doesn't like them. And the younger one decided to go hide behind the chair in the bedroom. She definitely didn't care for him either. Didn't come out until they were all over. Back to you.
Thank you, Roy. Appreciate you joining us. You have yourself a good day. This is W2BLT. Next up, N8ZFH, Gary in Woodhaven, Michigan. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the crew. A cool 74 degrees here this morning. Actually looking forward to it. And no, didn't really travel anywhere for the 4th to watch fireworks. But this weekend is our yearly Uncle Sam Jam with fireworks on Friday and drone show on Saturday. Please check me in and out, and N8ZFH will continue to listen.
Alrighty, thank you, Gary. I was just talking this morning to a couple of folks here in the Zoom room. I'd like to see a drone show live. Never seen one. That sounds interesting. Have a great day. K8SMN, Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, everyone on the Brew. This is K8SMN. Yes, I did travel. I have a friend has a house on the lake, and they put a barge out in the middle of the lake, and the show was spectacular. This is KE8SMN. Back to net.
All right, Jeff, glad you enjoyed it, and have a good day. KI5, PMI, Bill in Hobbs, New Mexico. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, everybody on the brew. No, we did not go anywhere. We just popped a few in the front yard and then watched the neighbors, and some people spent a lot of money on firecrackers, I'll tell you that. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5 PMI. Back to net.
Thanks, Bill. I was watching a special last night on how they pack fireworks. There ain't no way I would ever attempt something like that. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go to KE9, the TPF, Grayson in Rochester, Indiana. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome to the Morning Brew.
Morning to the Brew crew, and yeah, I am new. And yeah, I did go and travel for fireworks. Decided to go down to the campground and camp out with a couple of my buddies. We ended up being able to watch them from the campfire on the thing. KE9 DPF. Back to net.
All right, thanks, Grayson. I see you don't have a public email on QRZ. If you make that email public, we'll get you out a welcome letter, and you can see what the system's all about and all the connection information you could ever need. Appreciate you joining us. Don't be a stranger. Next up, the normal person that sits here on Monday morning, N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Scott, Vicky, and everybody. No, don't travel to see them. I worked enough of those details over the years. I went and walked across the street to watch them. And just getting ready to head outdoor for my annual class and requalification at the range, and should be a good day. N2BH.
All right, Bill, have a good day, and it's a warm start to it, that's for certain. K2, TKD, Garrett in Williamsville, New York. Good morning, Garrett.
Oh, I did travel out of town. I had to Louisiana camp and a couple hours out of Buffalo, and we rode our side-by-sides over to watch them on big old hill overlooking the town. K2 TKD.
Alrighty, have a good day, Garrett. Thanks for stopping by. Last on this list, N5, JOJ, Bill out in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Good morning, Bill.
Tom for the morning there. Brew crew there. And I understand the question. Have to drive fireworks. Is that right? We did here on the res there. Had our fireworks. The show put on there. Back here in Oklahoma, we have fireworks and bottle rockets. So we couldn't figure that one out, but probably set off there. And yeah, boy, talk about burning cash up the smoke. All of it. We had hundreds of dollars. We had a good time. Anyhow, everyone, happy Monday to everyone. Everyone have a good day and a super week. Take my check-in. Matt Texas.
Alrighty, thanks, Bill. Just wanted to let you know your audio was like going in and out like you were turning your head away from the microphone or something there. But have a great day, and I appreciate you joining us. Alrighty, folks, it's 10 minutes to the hour or so. This is W2BLT. Let's take some more check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Good morning, in and out. Delta Delta Romeo, Victor Echo 3, Delta Delta Romeo.
Alpha Alpha 8, Whiskey India.
CJM W2 CJM Mobile. Delta Delta Romeo, Victor Echo 3, Delta Delta Romeo.
Kilo 2 Tango Victor, Kilo 2 Tango Victor.
Kilo 6 Lima, November, India. This is K6LNI stopping by to say hello and good morning from Hayward, California. I will be in and out. 73.
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet.
W9
Kilo Foxtrot 6 Hotel Delta Juliet Mobile.
Kilo 4 Delta Foxtrot Tango. Kilo 4 Delta Foxtrot Tango.
Alrighty, let's hold it up there for a moment. That last station, very, very noisy. You want to try it again? Echo W3ZOE. Okay, I got the W3 station, ZOE. There was another one coming in with you from Toledo, repeater. Could you come again, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo.
You got Kilo Foxtrot 8. Was the end of it EG or EGO? Yeah, I think that was Chris in Perrysburg, Ohio. We also had K4 at DFT, Jason, W9ASA. Is that a good call sign, that W9 station?
It's W9, A as in Apple, F as in Frank, K as in Kilo.
That's better. We got you, Adam, down there in Downers Grove. We had KF6HTJ, Brent in the mobile. We had KD9YUZ, Jimmy. K6LNI, Lancelot in Hayward, California, was in and out. We had K2TV, Bob. W2CJM, Charles in the mobile. AA8WI, Bernie. We had VE3DDR, Dave. And N9EHT, Doug out in New Caney, Texas, was in and out this morning. Let's go run these two mobiles. W2CJM, Charles in Selden, New York. Question of the day. Did you leave the house this weekend for fireworks? Good morning, Dave.
Scott, and Vicky, the answer is yes, did leave the house for fireworks. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for doing the net, and congratulations, Vicky.
Alrighty, let's go to was that W2CJM I just talked to?
Scott.
Right, now let's go to KF6HDJ, Brent in Pensacola. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the Brew crew. No, I did not have to leave the house. It was quite impressive. The neighborhood actually had a very good display of their own, so it was just kind of standing outside the backyard watching. Hope everyone has a great day. This is KF6HDJ Mobile.
Alrighty, thank you. Appreciate you joining us this morning, Brent. Now let's go to the top to VE3DDR, Dave, Dunnville, Ontario, Canada. Good morning.
Good morning. Did I go out to watch fireworks? No. In Canada, it's July 1st, and there has been fireworks going on ever since July 1st, up until last night. Just all over the place. Pop, 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 all over. I've got a large park right across the road, and it's a popular spot for people to get together and set off fireworks, so no, I did not have to go anywhere. I've been listening to them all week long. Canadians love fireworks. Back to you, Ned.
Alrighty, thank you, Dave. Yeah, Americans over here in Buffalo like fireworks too, but problem is we can't buy them. Have a good day. AA8WI, Bernie in Portsmouth, Ohio. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott, to you, Vicky, and the Brew crew. We did not go out to watch fireworks on Friday, which was before we could hear them from our house, but we didn't go out. Now, I did see some on Thursday in the neighborhood when I was wheeling my garbage can to the alley. So, but otherwise, we stayed in on Friday because it makes the fireworks make our dog really nervous, so we like to keep him company. Back to the net, AA8WI.
Alright, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. And yeah, I have a basset hound 2 doors down, and he doesn't like fireworks. And I don't know which is louder, the fireworks or the basset hound. Have a good day. K2TD, Bob in Fairfax, Virginia. Good morning.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning to Vicky, and good morning to the Brew crew. No, we actually watched the fireworks on TV, and it looks like everyone had a nice weekend. That's terrific. Everyone have a good day. This is K2TV.
All right, thank you, Bob. Have a great day, and thanks for joining us. Next up, Jimmy, KD9YUZ in Wakarusa, Indiana. Good morning, Jimmy. Did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend?
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, Vicky, and all the rest of the brewers out there. No, I didn't have to leave the house. I'm surrounded by cities out here in the country, and any direction you look, you could see fireworks. And the neighborhood youth always put on a very tremendous display. I don't know where they get the money for them, but that's pretty cool. I've got a dog that absolutely terrified of fireworks, so I stay in the house with her, and I can see them out of every corner of the house. Everybody have a great week. KD9YUZ, back to net.
Alrighty, it's a no for you. Thanks for joining us this morning, Jimmy. And the last one for me this morning, we'll have to turn the rest over to Jeff, is W9AFK, Adam in Downers Grove, Illinois. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome.
Scott, if you look back in your log, I changed the call sign. Previous call sign was Kilo Echo 9 Delta India Foxtrot. Again, previous call was Kilo Echo 9 Delta India Foxtrot. Yes, we left, watched fireworks, hosted fireworks, and went to somebody else's fireworks. 76 degrees in Chicago, beautiful day. Everybody have a good week. Thank you very much.
All righty, thank you, Adam. Appreciate you joining us, and have a good day. And thanks to everyone who joined me this morning. Appreciate everyone that checked in. We're going to turn it over now to KE0GKF, and thanks to Vicky on the log this morning. This is W2BLT. It's all yours, Jeff.
Well, thank you, Scott. Great first hour. Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. We're going to be mid to high 80s, almost 90 degrees again. Another warm one here in Omaha. Hope everybody had a great 4th. No burnt digits. If you come away from the 4th of July with all your fingers, it's a good day. Let's continue on with this list. K4, DFT, Jason in Riverview, Florida. Jason, the question of the day again, and review it. Did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Jason, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you and everyone. No, we left the house, but we left the house on a road trip on Wednesday. We went up to Atlanta to visit friends, but we did not go anywhere to see fireworks this year. So we did grill, though. We did burgers, hot dogs, and ribs, and they were delicious. But other than that, no fireworks. K4DFT, back to the net.
All right, Jason, have yourself a fine week ahead. Let's go to Zoe in Michigan. W3ZOE. Zoe, over to you.
Did I leave the house for fireworks? Yes and no. I went to my local cities. I was going to go to the big cities a couple miles over. Glad I didn't, because a couple folks drew some weapons and caused a mass panic. So I did not go to that one.
Yeah, Zoe, I'd probably stay clear of that one, too. Have yourself a great week ahead. Let's go to Andy in Cheektowaga, New York, W2AJR. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Jeff. Everybody on the crew. Nope, we stayed in for fireworks. The dogs do not like them, so we spent the evening hunting the 13 colonies in the basement. And it's nice and quiet and cool down there, so they were happy. Everybody have a great day. 7th rig, back to you.
Yeah, Andy, I've had animals and dogs in the past. That really stresses them out. Yeah. Have a great week ahead. Bob in Ecorse, Michigan, KQ8U. Over to you.
Morning, Scott, Vicky, and the rest of the crew. No, I didn't. I watched them on television. The heat was killing. I couldn't get out. I went outside a couple of times, waterflowers, and that was it. Everybody have a great day. KQ8U, back to net.
All righty, Bob. Have yourself a great week ahead. Scott, Tennessee, KY4NB.
Well, good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the Brew crew. Brother Randall this morning on Monday as we start the week off. Yeah, let's see, fireworks. I just looked at them from outside for a little bit, and they don't want to be out too late in Memphis, the big city, with all the crazy people. Some of the fireworks were not fireworks, but anyway, hope everybody has a good day getting going, and I'm sitting outside here working remote high for the day, watching the birds hit the feeders. Thanks for Jeff, and thanks to Miss Vicky, KY4NB, back to net.
powder and burning paper in the air. Yes. Have a great week. We're ready for another round of check-ins. My name is Jeff, KE0GKF, with, of course, Miss Vicky on the log, KE8VKY. Please come twice and slowly so Vicky can get you on the log.
Wait, Bravo, Hotel, November, Whiskey, Bravo, 8, Bravo.
KO4UDI.
Kilo Juliet 5 Delta X-Ray Bravo. Kilo Juliet 5 Delta X-Ray Bravo.
Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. Kilo 2 Alpha Alpha Charlie. In and out. Whiskey Delta Foxtrot. Kilo 4 Whiskey Delta Foxtrot. Kilo 4 Victor Tango Tango. KK4 VTT via Echolink at the home base.
Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey November Victor, KE8 WND, in and out today, please.
4CKC, KR4CKC.
Okay, like to put a few seconds in there, make sure I don't cover anybody up. From the bottom of the list up, KR4CKC, KE8WNV. Brad, you were an IO this morning from Ferndale, Michigan. Have yourself a great week, sir. KK4VTT, K4WDF, K2AAC, Art from New York. Art, you were an IO as well. Have a great morning. KJ5DXB, WX2DX, KO4UGI, and at the top of the list, WB8BHN. We also had, while I was calling those off, K6AAN, Mike, by the text line come in as well. Let's go to the top of this list. 7 in West Dundee, Illinois, WB8BHN. 7, the question is, did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Over to you, 7. Going once, going twice, 7, WB8BHN, good morning. We will put 7 in as in and out for now. He can always try again. Let's go to Ben in Duluth, Minnesota. KO4UDI, good morning, Ben.
Good morning, KO4UDI here. First time in on the morning brew. Yeah, currently I'm going to make some people upset right now. 53 degrees, planning for a high of 67. We do have the world's largest air conditioning, so thanks for that here in Duluth, Minnesota. Lake Superior. It's going to be a beautiful day here. I'm sure we'll get some hot days in August. Answering the question, didn't leave the house for fireworks because my wife had to work over the weekend. She's in healthcare. She was laid low, but I did go to the air show on Saturday. Pretty cool to go see the Blue Angels, Canadian snowbirds, and some other very cool planes on the 4th of July weekend. So I appreciate the opportunity to check in. I'll be monitoring, but probably not able to hop back in later. Thanks so much, KO4UDI. We'll turn it back over to Nick.
All right, Ben. Have a great day. I have quite a few friends up in Duluth, coincidentally. Have a great day. Let's go to Bill in Port Matilda, Pennsylvania. WX2DX. Good morning, Bill.
WX2DX, and I did not have to leave the house to see fireworks. I live in a rural community, and there's several homes that have, oddly enough, commercial-grade fireworks, so I get fireworks 3 times. Back to that, WX2DX.
Bill, thanks for checking in with us this morning. Frank in Sugar Land, Texas, KJ5DXB. Frank, good morning.
KJ5DXB, good morning to you, Jeff, to Vicky, and to everybody out there. I would be a no. Just sat on my patio and watched my neighbors. Thanks for the check-in. Have a great day. KJ5DXB. Back to you, Jeff.
All right, Frank. Yeah, it's always good to have the pros do it. I was kind of enlisted by a friend in helping their children out light off fireworks. We stick to the big stuff, and I slightly burnt my thumb, so I came away okay. Have a great week. Dennis in South Carolina, I believe. K4WDF. Good morning, Dennis.
K4WDF, Dennis, down here in Cottageville, South Carolina. And no, sir, I did not leave the house to go see fireworks this year. We live out in the country, and we have horses that are definitely scared of them, so we had to hang around the house. This is Kilo 4 Whiskey Delta Foxtrot, going back to net.
Dennis, have yourself a fine week ahead. Bruce in Kissimmee, Florida, KK4VTT. Bruce, just don't kiss me.
I would, but my wife would get jealous. No, we didn't leave the house. The problem with work is getting up at 4 in the morning. I'm in bed at 9 o'clock, 8:30. Hey, you guys out there have a great day. Thank you, Vicky, and all you guys for everything you do behind the scenes. Kilo 4, Victor Tango Tango, Kissimmee, Florida. Thank you, sir.
Well, Bruce, let's not get your wife jealous. Yeah, no kissing me. Have a great day. Bill in Oklahoma, Florida, KR4CKC. Good morning, Bill.
Yeah, good morning, Jeff, and the rest of the Brew. No, negative. Didn't go out to see fireworks this week. You all have a good day. 73s, KR4CKC.
All right, Bill, you have yourself a great day. Mike, Valley Springs, California. Let's head over to California. K6AAN. Good early morning to you, Mike.
Well, good morning, Jeff. Everybody on the net. Negative on external fireworks, and we didn't do any here at the house either. Our neighborhood here, we're rural property out in the country, high fire nature. We don't need any fireworks around here. Super dangerous. So the big public ones, they did a pre-burn over there, 400 or 500 acres just to clear the land to do those, and they do them about a week before 4th of July for the whole area here. So we did not attend those either, though. Too hard on the pets. This is K6AAN, back to net control.
I can completely understand about the fires and such, yeah. And yeah, it does stress animals out. Mike, thanks for checking in this early morning. Let's go to Ron in Amherst, New York, WA2WWK. Push the fun button, Ron.
WWK with the fun button. No, actually, we did not. We stayed at home, turned the TV on, and watched the Macy's fireworks, and there was another one on there from the nation's capital. So we finished the one off. We have yet to see the other one. That will probably happen later today or tomorrow. And that is the fun button, WWK.
Always good to stick with the pros and let them do it anyway. Hey, Ron, have a great morning. Let's go to the Godfather, Dick. WB2JPQ. Good morning, Dick.
Oh, the Godfather didn't want to be seen in public on the 4th of July, so he stayed home. Jeff, good morning. Good morning to everybody. The only thing I got is that we are getting reports that some have not received our July magazine, our news magazine. If you think you should be getting it and you are not, let me know. Just my call sign, WB2JPQ@AOL.com will get it to me. If you think you should be getting it and you're not, let us know so we can fix it. Back to you, Jeff. This is WB2JPQ.
All right, Dick. Have a great day. Let's go to Chris in Beaumont, Texas. Or no, let's see. Did we do Chris? WB5ITT. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, everybody on the Morning Brew from WB5ITT. And I didn't have to leave the house for fireworks. There were plenty on the next street over. Luckily, very few on my street, so my dogs weren't bothered. But a lot of kaboomers in the neighborhood, that's for sure. Plus, could see the city's fireworks display from here out in the front yard. That was about it for me. Hope everybody has a good Monday. WB5ITT back to net.
All right, Chris. Have yourself a great week ahead. Always good hearing you out there. Jason in Milwaukee, Oregon, KK7ZSH to round off this list.
Good morning, Jeff, and good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. I hope everybody had a good holiday weekend. Jeff, thanks for doing that, and Vicki, thank you for logging. Yeah, we did a little bit just down the street with some neighbors. Had a great time. Didn't get too rowdy or anything like that. Just had a really good time. By the way, the Portland node up here is obviously out. I'm doing this via Echolink. Anyway, everybody, 73 all KK7 ZSH.
All right, yeah, Jason, Dick was saying in the Zoom room they took it offline. Someone was messing around on it, so Dick had to take it offline earlier. Have a great day. Let's go to Dan in Kirbyville, Texas, KD5RRJ.
This is KD5RRJ. Good morning, sir, and the rest of the Brew crew. And we didn't leave the house and really didn't go look for fireworks and didn't have our own. We did hear some off in the distance, but I've gotten to where I just like to sit at home and visit with family, and I've seen my share of fireworks, and they really don't change too much. So if I get to see them, I see them, and if not, I don't. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of the net. This is KD5RRJ.
All right, Dan, we appreciate you checking in this morning. By the way, the text line, you hear us say it now and then, but if you didn't catch it, just put it right in your phone and text your call sign off to Vicki, and she'll get you in on the log. The number is 716-317-9050. Again, that's 716-317-9050. Just put that number in on your phone, text in your call sign. Vicki will get you in on the log. We are ready for another round of check-ins. Please come twice and slowly.
W5EL, Whiskey 5 Victor, Echo, Oscar, Mobile.
Echo 8, Uniform Juliet, Echo
4 November Hotel, K4 NHV.
KO4FRR, KO4FRR.
Victor, Kilo Bravo 5, Sierra Alpha, now please.
KG4, UZG, KG4, UZG.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Whiskey Foxtrot, KF8, CWF.
Kilo Golf 5, Mike November Kilo. Kilo Golf 5, Mike November Kilo.
Okay, I think I've got the reflector, it looks like, on the log. Let's start at the bottom of the list. KG5 MNK, KF8 CWF, KQ4 ZDF, KQ4 UTG, KB5 SAV Jason from Louisiana. You were in and out this morning. Have a great day. KO4 FRR, K4 NHV, KI4 KYS, KE8 UJE. We had a station out there, KA7GY. Vicky's got a question mark on it. If you can clarify that call for us, something like KA7GY.
Kilo 7, Delta Yankee.
Well, thank you, Clark. We got it. We got you squared away there. Hang tight. W5VEO, and at the top of this, WA8CLJ, waiting patiently by the text line from Homosassa, Florida. Doug, good morning. Question, review, everyone on this list is, did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Over to you, Doug.
This is WA8CLG. Very good morning, everyone. And I did not leave the house. I sat in my lazy boy and watched the national fireworks, which were spectacular. And for the most part, stayed home all weekend. Did go out on Friday for a little bit to my son's model airplane club field and had a little picnic, but it was so hot, probably not more than 2 hours out there. So everybody have a good day. WA8CLG. Back to you, Jeff.
I understand all about the heat in Midwest here in Omaha there, Doug, for sure, but this is still my time of year. And you live in Florida, so you must like it over the cold, too. I'll take this over 10 below zero any day of the week. Have a great one. Doug in Lubbock, Texas, W5VEO, good morning.
Good morning to all on the Brew crew, and no, I did not go anywhere. I had kind of a semi-stressful day, worked all day, and kind of by the phone, my daughter was at one of the camps as a counselor down here in Texas, and the river goes right through their property, but thankfully they're up on a hill, and they just lost some of their rec facilities and had no problem getting there, because Friday is their pickup day for their week-long camp, and people were able to get in and out. There was normally 3 ways in and out, and that
day there was only one, so the river had come up quite a bit, and now they got to clean up debris and stuff, so, and keep the kids away from that area, because it's part of the, like I say, part of the camp. So no, did not go anywhere this weekend. Everyone have a good day on the Brew Crew. W5EO back to net.
Yeah, Doug, you want to keep the little ones safe for sure. Have a great day. Let's go to Clark in Phoenix, Arizona. 70Y. Good morning, Clark.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicki, and the rest of the Brew Crew. No, we did not go out for fireworks. We stayed home all weekend. Back to net control. KK7DY.
And why not? You're comfortable, you're cool, everything's great. Have a great day, Clark. Paul in Newport, Michigan, KE8UJE. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning everybody on the Brew Crew. No, we did not go out. Our neighbors usually have quite an impressive display, and that was out of Fourth. I hope everybody else had a great Fourth. Kind of excited I am launching my first PXs on a brand new HP that I haven't even taken the plastic off the display yet. But back to you. This is KE8UJE.
Well, Paul, we got your audio on that. It's just a little bit quiet, and you have a lot of path noise, just so you know that. Next time, have a great day. Let's go to Henry, Lake Butler, Florida, KI4KYS. Henry, what say you?
Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. I stayed home over the weekend, so other than we went out to eat Saturday night, but to see fireworks, no, we've seen too many in our life.
Oh, I hear that, Henry. Yeah, we have some pretty neat professional displays here in the Midwest and here in Omaha, too, as well. But yeah, you see a lot of them. Have a great one. Nick in Sebring, Florida, K4NHV. Nick, you know, it was a war zone up here in your own stomping ground. How was it down there? Did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Over to you, Nick.
Well, good morning, Jeff, and everybody on the net. Well, I left the house, but I didn't leave the house to go watch fireworks. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. Take care, everyone. Have a great week. K4NHV.
All right, Nick, have a good one. Yeah, mine involved a lot of water. Sitting by the pool and hanging out with friends and keeping cool. That's how you beat the heat around here. Have a good one, Nick. Take care. Let's go to one of our network facilitators in Sorrento, Florida. KO4FRR, the technical man on the job 24/7. Good morning, Joe.
Well, good evening, Jeff in the Morning Brew. This is Joe, KO4FR. We did not go out to watch the fireworks, but we heard it, and our dogs did too. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys in the Zoom room.
All right, Joe. You know, I noticed something. When you key down, it stops your video in the Zoom room. Kind of weird. Have a great morning, Joe. Ken in Donaldsonville, Georgia, KQ4UZG. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, went out of town, didn't have to leave the house, and watched it from the yard. But everybody have a good day.
All right, and you have a great day as well. Bill in Monticello, Kentucky. Good to hear you out there, Bill. You might want to get a little closer to the mic. When you checked in, you were a little fuzzy and your audio was quiet. Before DDF, Bill, belly up to the microphone is yours.
Good morning, my friend.
I hope you had a happy 4th of July. And we went over to Seaport Fireworks. We heard them from home. We don't go for that anymore, so I appreciate you putting me on, and thanks for doing the net. And it'll be K24 the Foxtrot. Thanks, sir.
All right, Bill. Thanks for getting closer to the mic. Made all the difference. Have a great week. Let's go to Brian in Warren, Michigan, KF8CW. Brian, take it over.
Morning, everybody on the Brew Crew. July 4th, I was up in central Michigan finishing up my week's vacation. We didn't travel anywhere, but we listened to all the fireworks. And then Saturday, we drove home. We were sitting in the pool watching everybody else burn off whatever they didn't use the night before. Have a great day. KF8, CWF, back to net control.
I had the ID there. Brian, have yourself a great week. Let's go to Levi in Baytown, Texas, KG5MNK.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, we pulled up the lawn chairs at the driveway and enjoyed everybody else spending money on the fireworks. I do have dogs that, they don't love the fireworks, but they've been around them their whole life, and so they don't freak out too much. But everybody else have a great morning, great week. Thank you. And Mission Net Control.
All right, Levi, we appreciate you checking in this morning. Have a great day. Let's go to Dan in Humble, Texas, KI5PVV.
Good morning, everyone, on the morning brew. This is KI5PVV. Yeah, we didn't leave the house to go see fireworks. We stayed home at a family game night, as well as, watch the pros dominate Los Angeles. So that was an awesome game. But anyway, had to keep the dogs in check because the fireworks really got to them. Back to you, Nick. This is KI5.
All right, and yeah, my heart goes out to the doggies and cats and animals. Really stresses them. I remember that with past animals I've had too. Dan, have a great day. One of our network facilitators up next from DeBerry, Florida, Mike, K2CMT. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Jeff. Answer to the question is no, but I did hear some local fireworks, a lot of booms going on around the house on the 4th itself, and a day or two before, a day or two after. But I'm going to make a note that it seemed like it was a whole lot less this year than in previous years. Everyone have a great day. This is K2CMT in DeBerry, Florida.
All right, Mike. Thanks for checking in as always. Have yourself a great week. Another network facilitator up next, Dan in Milan, Michigan. WTUT. Dan, over to you.
Good morning. Yes, we did go out to see fireworks. It was nothing formal, but we're a place up here in northern Michigan. Went down to the beach on Hammond Bay, and you've got probably a good 5 miles of shoreline that you can see from there, and it was just fireworks and some high-dollar stuff all up and down the shore of the lake. It was awesome to watch there. Back to you, W2PUT.
All right. right, Dan. You'd be surprised how big the stuff is getting at the fireworks stands. These mortar things that you light, you put the ball down the tube and you light it and it goes boom, and it goes up like 200 feet and explodes into a professional-looking, display. Don't get in the way of one of those things. Those things are something else. Have a great morning. We're ready for another round of check-ins. Please come twice and slowly for Vicky on the log so she can get you on there. Please come now.
KJ5 KOR. KJ5 KOR.
Delta Juliet 4 Charlie November Mobile. Kilo Juliet 4 Charlie November Mobile.
Delta Whiskey 3 Hotel Lima India.
W2 KJV. W2 KJV.
Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Kilo Charlie 3 Foxtrot Golf Delta. Mobile. Whiskey 4 Quebec NW4Q.
KD60IQ, in and out. Romeo Sierra Mike. November 4, Romeo Sierra Mike.
KD2IWN. KD2IWN.
Number 4, Kilo Hotel Zulu, N4 kilohertz. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Charlie 5 Charlie Papa Oscar. Kilo Charlie 5 Charlie Papa Oscar.
Oscar Zulu Golf Mobile. November 5, Oscar Zulu Golf Mobile.
Whiskey 9 Sierra Alpha Mike. W9 SAM in and out.
Okay, we'll go with this list right here, and I like to start from the bottom of the list up. We just had W9 SAM. Sam, you were in and out from Union, Ohio. Have a great day. N5OZG, Joe, you're mobile, so you're going to be one of the first. Hang tight. KC5CPO. N4KHZ, John, you were in and out from Rochester, New York. Have a great week. 82 IWN. N4RSM, KD6DIQ, NW4Q, N2I. Bob, you're mobile, so you're going to be one of the first up. Hang tight. KC3FGD, W2KJV, DW3HLI, KJ4CN. Ron, you're the first mobile on the list. You're going to be up first. Hang tight. KC2JPQ, KJ5, KOR, and W2EM. Let's work on the mobile stations since they're moving out there. KJ4CN, Ron, in Saley, South Carolina. And in review, everyone on this list, did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Over to you, Ron.
Well, good morning to you and everyone else on the net. And it is Sally, S-A-L-L-E-Y, not the girl's name. And I am mobile in Aiken County, about 25 miles from Sally right now. And no, I did go where to watch the fireworks show. My wife is having some health problems and recently got out of the hospital. So we just home and watched all day and did not go anywhere for the 4th. And I heard very few fireworks around the house, so we live way out in the country. But thank you for letting me in with you this morning. KJ4CN Mobile, back to net control.
Well, Ron, have yourself a great week, and I hope the wife is feeling better. Have a great day. Let's go to our next mobile station, Bob in Woodbridge, New Jersey, N2ISK. Bob, good morning. might be at the end of his wire. Going once, going twice. Bob, are you still with us? N2ISK. We'll put Bob in and out. He might have run out of repeater length there. Let's go to our next mobile station, Joe. Good morning, Joe, N5OZG.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everyone on the net from Louisiana. Well, it's warm. Warm and sunny. To answer your question, no, we stayed home. It's been a while, a few years, since we went out to see fireworks, and we have a dog, and the dog don't like those popping, loud noises. Kind of stress him out a little bit, so we try to comfort him. Anyway, that's it. Net Control, 73. This is Amateur Radio Station, November 5, Oscar Zulu Golf Mobile, in the Greater New Orleans area.
All right, Joe, have yourself a great one. Stay cool in Louisiana. We also have Carlos, who is possibly mobile there, and our lucky 100th check-in too, Carlos, and our flyboy, Hollywood, Florida, N1 CBM. Carlos, you're lucky number 100. Good morning.
Well, hello, Jeff, Vicky, and everybody else. It's nice to be 100 for anything. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I like it. Last week, it was 1,000 for the net. Today, I'm 100. I'll take it. And yes, we did go someplace for the fireworks. My aunt has a condo by the beach over in Fort Lauderdale, by the sea. So we went out there, took a few hot dogs, laid around by the beach and waited for the fireworks later at night. The only bad part about it is there were a lot of people, and getting out of there was like a 2-hour drive for 12 miles. Anyways, we did enjoy that 4th. I hope everyone had a good one. This is N1 CBM. I'm going to send it back to you, Jeff. Good day.
All right, Carlos, have yourself a great week. Lucky number 100. It's your lucky day. Let's go to Chuck in Lancaster, New York, W2EM. Good morning, Chuck.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, rest of the Brew crew here. No, I didn't leave the house for fireworks this year. I just sat on my back porch, and some of the neighbors had some that we watched. I used to have a business, and right behind it was the town park, and they used to shoot fireworks there, and you'd have to look up almost on a 70-degree angle up in the air, and it was loud. And my retriever used to love to sit and watch them with me. Most dogs would cower, but this dog just loved the fireworks. So anyway, back to net, W2EM.
All right, Chuck, have yourself a great day, sir. David in Houston, Texas, KJ5, KOR. David, what say you?
We did not go out of the house for the fireworks, even though there was a major display here in our neighborhood at the local country club. We were worn out from a 2-week road trip, but always enjoy the fireworks, and I'm glad to see the Brew crew this morning because I think our repeater has been down. I'm not sure. This is the first day I've been able to connect in several days. But thank you for being there. It's always a pleasure. Back to you.
All right, David. Well, I'm glad we're glad to have you and glad the repeater's working and you got us on the air and you're on the air. Have a great week. Frank in Lancaster, New York, KC2JPQ. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Jeff, and anybody listening to the Brew. No, didn't go anywhere for the fireworks. There was a couple people in the neighborhood putting on a heck of a display. So we just, I was sat in the garage just outside of it, and beverage of choice and show. So with that, I'm just going to send it back to the net. Everybody have a great day. KC2JB.
All right, Frank. Yeah, I'm sure there was quite a little bit of cold libation going around over the weekend and holiday. Have a great day. Let's go to Henry. Good morning, Henry. DW3HLI. Good morning, Henry. I think good morning to you, or good afternoon. Good morning, good afternoon. Over to you, Henry.
QSL Jeff. Likewise, good evening. Good evening from the Philippines. It's now 8:46 p.m. in the Philippines. Good morning there in the U.S. I was able to watch the fireworks from the videos sent by our friends and relatives from the U.S. And that's all. Good evening, Jeff. Back to you.
All right, Henry. And thank you for checking in over there in the Philippines this evening over there. Of course, it's morning here. Have a great one. Let's go to one of our network facilitators in Homosassa, Florida, Tony, W2KJV.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning. Good morning, everyone on the Morning Brew. Tony in Homosassa. We're at 85.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Jeff, no, we didn't go anywhere for the 4th. We had a mix of local fireworks and intermittent thunder boomers here. Hope everyone did have a great 4th. Back to you, Jeff, W2KJV.
All right, Tony, you have yourself a good one. Yeah, while you were talking there, I scrolled up to the chart. About 82% of us checking in this morning did not. So you're in good company. Have a great day. Ray in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, KC3FGD. Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicki, everyone on the Brew. Beautiful day developing here in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. No, we did not leave the cottage. We happen to be in an elevated area, so we were able to observe the fireworks around the surrounding villages. KC3FGD, I'm going up to the wood shop, back to net control.
All right, Ray. Thanks for checking in. As always, have a good one out there in Pennsylvania. Let's go to Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q. Jim.
Good morning, Jeff. We were out all day on Friday, but we were here at night, and we had fireworks coming in from all around us. Good morning to everyone.
All right, Jim. Have a great week ahead, sir. Todd in Yucca Valley, California, heading over to the East Coast early morning. KD6 ATIQ. Good morning, Todd.
Good morning. I'm going to say I stayed in and watched the fireworks on TV. I wish you good night, or good morning, I should say, and Todd, KD60IQ.
All right, Todd. Have a great week ahead, sir. Thanks for checking in. Let's go to N4RSM, if we have that correct. It's Richard, maybe a new station. N4RSM, kind of a tongue twister. Over to you.
This is N4RSM, Richard in Sumter, South Carolina. My first time checking in. We didn't do anything with fireworks this week. I used to be the fireworks king in the neighborhood, but we got young pups around and had a 5-year-old, 2-year-old with me, and we kind of tried to get them herded to bed, so we weren't up too late ourselves. But thank you for running the net. I love it. I hope you participate more. Everybody have a great day.
Richard. A couple of quick things. If you're current on QRZ with your email, you'll get a welcome letter from us. Check us out at eastcoastreflector.com. And you now have a free lifetime membership. That's a $241,000 value for free today. So check in more often. Let's go to Tim in Hamburg, New York, KD2IWN. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, everybody on the Brew crew. Just getting there, logging away. Yeah, we went out. We went down to our local town park to watch fireworks. Seemed like they jammed everything into a 25 minutes, but it usually was 40 minutes, 45 minutes, just to get people out of the park earlier or whatever the case may be. It seemed like it was rather in a very fast and intense 25 minutes. But yeah, we always leave the house to go watch those, and even though when we came back to the house, the neighbors were still shooting off fireworks till after 11. So that's the way it goes. Everybody enjoy your day. 73, 82 IWS.
All right, Tim, have a good one. Yeah, we have a very professional display downtown Omaha. They even simulcast music to it to a local FM station. So people can just turn on the radio and everybody turns it on and turns up their radios and watches the fireworks display in synchronization with the music. Have a great day. David from Burleson, Texas, KC5 DPO. David, good morning. We'll try it again. David, are you with us this morning? KC5 CPO. We'll put David in as in and out this morning. Let's go to Stephen in Brooklyn, New York, 82 KP. Stephen, good morning.
River, but I have a dog and she suffers terribly, so I had to make sure that she was kept safe. So I hope everyone has a great day, and this is 82 KP back to net control.
All right, Stephen, have a great morning. Rex in Crystal River, Florida, KJ4LXJ. Well, good morning to you and the Brew crew. I did not hear the question of the day. Can you give it to me, please? Sure, Rex. Did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Back to you. No, negative, we did not. We just vegged around the house all day. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to help my buddy fix the car here real quick. So, KJ4LXJ, back to the net. All right, Rex, thanks for checking in this morning. Let's go to Tim in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, VE3TCS. Tim, good morning.
Jeff and everybody on the crew, VE3 TCS Mobile. No, we didn't go anywhere. Used to go to the big fireworks on the riverfront on the Detroit River years ago, but too much traffic, too old. Grandkids are way out in the other end of the county, so we don't go anymore. All right, everybody have a great day. Back to net.
All right, Tim, have a great week ahead. We're ready for another round of check-ins. We got some time left. Please come with your call sign twice and slowly.
Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot Bravo Mike. Kilo Oscar 4, Foxtrot Bravo Mike. Lima, Kilo Delta, Mobile, Alpha, November, Alpha, Kilo Delta, Alpha, November, Alpha.
Delta Victor Tango, Kilo Romeo 4, Delta Victor Tango, mobile in and out.
India Foxtrot. Whiskey 9 Hotel India Foxtrot, third attempt this morning. It's very unusual. W9HIF, no, we did not go anywhere. W9HIF, Athens, Georgia, where it's already 78 degrees.
Kilo 2, JSS, Kilo Charlie 2, Juliet, Foxtrot, Sierra, in and out, mobile.
Kilo Echo 4, Oscar Lima Golf, in and out. Delta Yankee, Charlie Romeo, Uniform, check in, check out.
Standby.
November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. November 1, Whiskey Echo Bravo. November 5, Golf India. November 5, Golf India, mobile.
Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Tango Juliet. Victor 3 Kilo Tango Juliet, in and out.
Okay, we'll go with this list right here. We have a little bit of repair to do on this list. Starting from the bottom, VA3KTJ, Jinsik, you were in and out. Have a great morning. N5GI, Rick, you're mobile. You're going to be one of the first. N1WEB, we had a DR4CRU, something like that. Give us your call again, DR4CRU.
Delta Yankee Charlie Romeo Uniform. Delta Yankee Charlie Romeo Uniform from the Philippines.
Okay, Joseph, I think we have you in there. Thanks for correcting that for us. Moving up the list, KE4OLG, KC2JFS, KC1WZQ, W9HIF. We had a station KR question mark VT, something like that. KR4 question mark VT.
Romeo 4, Delta Victor Tango, Kilo Romeo 4, Delta Victor Tango, mobile in and out.
Sebastian, thanks for correcting that. Moving up the list, WAAND, N2VLK, and KO4FBM. We're going to move through this list nice and quick. Jose, let's go to the mobile. Rick, good morning. N5GI, Rick, and everyone else on this list. The question of the day is, did you leave the house to watch fireworks this weekend? Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the group. Beautiful day again here in the villages. Unfortunately, it was pouring down at the time of the fireworks, so we did not leave the house. We could see it off the distance, but that was the best we could do, other than on TV. So this time around we didn't go, but we used that. Back to Nat. Again, Jeff, and bye.
All right, Rick, thanks for checking in. And by the way, everyone, Dick has coming up here in a few minutes at the end of this list a special announcement, so stick around. Let's go to KBM Jose in St. Cloud, Florida. Good morning, Jose.
Good morning, Jeff, Vicky, and the rest of the Morning Brew. For the question of the day, the answer is yes. Back to you, and have a blessed day. Take care.
Jose, always good hearing you this morning. Have a great week. Jeff in Lancaster, New York, N2VLK. Jeff, over to you.
Vicky, watching the fireworks in the day. It was
good time. Fun had by all. Turn it back to 673. Everybody okay clear.
Jeff, have a great week ahead. Thanks for stopping by. Andy in Granville, Michigan, W8AND. Good morning, Andy. Okay, Andy, we'll try it again. Are you still with us? W8AND. Andy, good morning. We will put Andy as in and out. Andy, have a great week ahead. Let's go to Leland in Athens, Georgia, W9HIF.
Morning, this is everybody on the Brew Crew. This is W9HIF. No, we didn't go anywhere. We've got a little problem here with macular degeneration, and that's why I was going to have some consultations on this week. So we did watch the national display on television, and I also have a couple of Latin papers to grade, so I'll probably be tied up for the rest of this week as I have my next class for that, and this time I'm on the teaching side. At any rate, good morning to all. This is W9HIF Athens. We're 78 degrees already, going into the 90s again. W9HIF clear. All right, Lee. Have yourself a great week, sir. Nicholas, good morning. KC1 WZQ.
Morning. This is my first phone wood. Yeah, so it's break out. Good. Well, pretty a lot. Today. All right, Nicholas, we didn't get most of that. Got a lot of packet loss. But have a great week ahead. Let's go to Scott in Hobie Sound, Florida. KC2JFS. Good morning, Scott. Scott, we'll try one more time. Are you with us? I'm not sure if that was you. KC2JFS. Okay, well, we'll put Scott in as in and out. Have a great week ahead, Scott. Let's go to Mark in Birmingham, Alabama. KE4OLG. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning to you and everybody on the net. No, we did not get out. We watched the fireworks on TV. We took the lazy way, but hope everybody has a great day from KE4OLG.
Mark, have yourself a great week ahead. Let's go to Joseph, heading over the big water. DY8CRU. Joseph, good evening. Joseph, are you still with us? We'll try one more time. DY8CRU. Well, we'll put Joseph in as in and out. Let's go to Webb in Collierville, Tennessee, N1WEG. Webb.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, you can put me down as a yes. We can pretty much walk down to the end of the street and see the fireworks. And 1WB back to net.
All right, Webb, have a great one. Hope you had fun. And Dick has a special announcement. We'll send it back to Dick, WB2JPQ.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. Wondering how special it is. I've gotten some emails over the weekend, and I got two this morning wondering who our winners were from the Thursday drawing from our 1,000 morning brew. So I did want to read them. I think I've gotten like 5 or 6 emails since Thursday. NW3U was the first one. NW3U. N2UHI. N2UHI was number 2. Bob, KB3SNM, KB3SNM, and W8NJT, W8NJT. Those were our winners. They received a commemorative coffee cup, and the coffee cups, of course, came out of our store, special cup commemorating the 1,000th anniversary, and those are on sale. If anybody wants to buy them, they're on sale in the store. Go to the East Coast Reflector website, go to store, and you'll see them in there. They have the call signs of the net control stations, the current net control stations around the bottom. It's kind of a cool cup, commemorative cup. So go pick them up. Couple bucks go to the East Coast Reflector for everyone that's sold. So it's all good. And one other thing, I mentioned this over the past couple of weeks. We're trying to get some of the loading off of 27339. We are still about 30 nodes heavy. So some of you guys, when you connect up, if you would connect to Texas, I know we say if you're west of the Mississippi, connect to Texas, but that's not working too good right now. So 45225, we need to get about 30 nodes on a regular basis to connect to 45225, and we'll be good. That's it for me, Jeff. Thank you, everybody. This is WB2JPQ.
All right, Dick, yeah, and I'm connected to Texas myself. And that wraps up the Monday edition of the Morning Brew. On behalf of Dick, Vicky, Scott, I'm Jeff, KE0GKF. Everybody have a great week ahead. 7-3.